Desert Fawn here with my third dream log for you guys. This one was recorded on November 5th. This one was a pretty strange, this one was a crazy dream. Like, there was so much going on in this dream. So this was an apocalyptic type dream. I was hanging out with the family that I nanny for, and we were at some random house in the middle of nowhere, somewhere here in Arizona. And it was like an above ground, underground safety house. So we were all hanging out there just chilling, and for some reason I was like, I have to get back into town. I have to go see my family. So she's like, yeah, okay, let's go. So she went ahead and left the kids there. I don't know with who, but she left the kids there. And we went into town, and I found my mom and my stepdad and my fiance. And all of a sudden, I looked up at the sky. And out of the sky, there were these little, they look like missiles. And at first I thought they were like, oh, they're shooting stars. That's great. So I'm looking again, and as they come closer and closer to the ground, I'm looking, and they're fucking planes. They're planes falling out of the goddamn sky. And I'm like, that's not something that you see every day. So all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, there are planes crashing everywhere in the city. And I freaked out. I'm like, we have to get the fuck out of here. So I gathered the mom that I watched for, my mom, stepdad, fiance, and we get the hell out of the city. And so we go to my old house that I grew up in, and we stay in that house. And we're just sitting there, and we're slowly gathering friends and family that belong to us, and I'm looking up at the sky again, and there's this fucking plane falling down from the goddamn sky, and it lands a couple houses down from us, and it explodes. There's nothing over there. Weird enough, it didn't hit our house, which you would think a plane exploding would hit a couple houses down, but it didn't, because it's a dream. So the people that were next door to that house, they were like, hey, so we don't feel safe sitting next to that house. Can we come to your house? And we're like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I mean, we already have a lot of people here anyway. And so we're like, okay, cool. And they start bringing over like 16 fucking cages filled with reptiles, snakes and frogs and lizards. And they start setting this up, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, we said you guys could come. I didn't know you guys had, a mini reptile zoo. And they're like, oh yeah, well, we love our reptiles. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then so there's still more planes and missiles I can see in the sky, and I'm freaking out. And I'm like, okay, guys, we have to get the hell out of here. We can't stay here with all these reptiles and still have enough room for our family and friends. So we do what we should have done in the first place, which was go down to the safety house. It's out in the middle of goddamn nowhere. So we go there, and then in there, I just remember going underground in some safety area, and I can just hear planes and stuff crashing to the ground. It's just a really crazy dream. It was so vivid. I just remember seeing red streaks in the sky, and it was crazy. And funny enough, the day after, we live near an Air Force base, so the day after, they're testing out their freaking airplanes, and it's low to the ground, this giant-ass airplane, and I'm like, motherfucker, because I see this goddamn plane circling, and it's headed straight towards me, but thankfully, it's just doing circles, so it turned. And funny enough, last night, there was that missile that was launched from California, and we could see it over here in Arizona, in Tucson. And I'm really glad I didn't see that one, because I don't think I would have been prepared for that one. So that's fun. But apocalyptic dreams, yeah, if you know what apocalyptic dreams mean, go ahead and drop them below in the comments, and I'd love to hear about it. Yeah, I will see you on the next video recording. Bye!